Hello class. Today I'm going to teach you how to become thieves. We are going to learn how to steal information from nonfiction texts before we actually read the whole thing. I want you to first think about the different strategies that you already have for previewing a chapter. Previewing will help you to activate prior knowledge, set a purpose for reading, and set expectations for reading so that you can understand what you're about to read. THIEVES is an acronym, which means that each letter stands for something else. THIEVES is a strategy that we're going to be using as a new preview strategy to add to the ones that we already have. The T in THIEVES stands for title. This means that we should look at the title of an article or chapter and think to ourselves, what do I already know about this topic? What does this topic have to do with the chapter before it? Does the title tell me the author's point of view? And what do I think I will be reading about? Next, we will look at the letter H, which stands for headings. Let's ask ourselves, what does this heading tell me I will be reading about? What is the topic of the paragraph beneath it? And how can I turn this heading into a question that is likely to be answered in the text? Next is I. I stands for introduction. I want you to read the opening paragraph of a chapter and ask yourself, does the first paragraph introduce the chapter? And what does the introduction tell me that I will be reading about? And lastly, do I know anything about this topic already? The first E in THIEVES stands for every first sentence in a paragraph. As you are reading every first sentence, ask yourself, what do I think this chapter is going to be about based on the first sentence in each paragraph? V stands for two things, visuals and vocabulary. Does the chapter include photographs, drawings, maps, charts, or graphs? What can you learn from the visuals in a chapter? How do captions help you to better understand the meaning? Is there a list of key vocabulary terms and definitions? Are there important words in boldface type throughout the chapter? Do you know what the boldfaced words mean? And can you tell the meaning of the boldfaced words from the sentences that they're in? The second E in THIEVES stands for ending, or end of chapter questions. I want you to read the questions or the last paragraph of the chapter and ask yourself, what do the questions ask? What information do they point to as important? And what information do you learn from the questions or the last paragraph? Lastly, the S in THIEVES stands for summary, or so what. After skimming through the text, ask yourself, what do I understand and recall about the topics covered in the summary? Why does what I read matter? THIEVES is not only a great strategy for previewing a nonfiction text, but also for writing a summary. So next time you need to steal some information from a nonfiction text, don't forget about THIEVES.